Hey, this is Rocket Brain Surgeon, and today we're looking at the I-17. It is a Tier 4 Russian light fighter characterized by its incredible turning radius, pretty good firepower for a Tier 4. It can't climb overly well, but it does keep enough of an operating speed so you can kind of fake it a little bit. And it doesn't have flaps. Flaps are very useful for slowing your descent and for increasing your gun on target time. Now I know that this is Tier 4, and I know I'm shooting at an AR-80, which is basically the redheaded stepchild of World of Warplanes, but the I-17 is able to gun him down really well, and it's able to gain enough of an altitude advantage at the beginning of the game to be able to hang with a lot of planes. When your 20mm cannon overheats, that's when you have to get into a little bit closer range and let the 7mm guns work. And they do their job surprisingly well. Notice that through all these engagements, my operating speed is roughly 350 km/h or higher. This allows you to convert airspeed into altitude pretty well, even though the listed climb is not exactly spectacular and the boost is not exactly long. The plane doesn't have the heavy nose feel that a lot of other Russian planes do. For example, the Yak-7 and the Lag-3, their nose will dip in turns. This does not. Now here is a spot where I wish I had flaps coming in just a little bit too fast, and I would like a little bit more responsiveness from the plane. But notice how I can use that speed to quickly convert it into altitude so I can come down on a target in a dive rather than just lateral movement. Coming down on the target allows you to gain a better angle when you're shooting your opponent. Attacking from dives also allows you escape method if you decide that you are in trouble. You can quickly just pull up, and since you're already at a higher altitude and higher energy than your opponent, you can get away quickly and cleanly. Here the 20mm cannon puts in very good work from medium range. The listed time to turn 360 degrees in an I-17 is 12.7 seconds. You can really whip the front around to respond to anything near you. The best part about the plane, though, is it seems to keep a fair amount of energy while you're doing that tight turn. We just saw that I tried to climb and I really couldn't do it, and I had to give up really early. Climbing is just not a strength of the plane, but notice that it keeps a dive speed going very well. It gets up to speed, and even when you're overspeeding, when the speedometer gets red, it has a fair amount of control. You notice that I can keep the guns on target here. I did not kill him because of the 20mm was overheating. However, I was able to get accurate enough shots on him, even overspeeding. For the most part, I think this fighter just combines the best of both worlds. It can turn with almost any plane in the game, and it keeps enough speed and it keeps enough energy in turns to where it can play a boom and zoom role relatively effectively. And when it comes time to put the hurt on the opponent, the firepower is definitely not lacking. I really enjoyed this plane and I recommend it to everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Happy hunting.